So I was away at the bushcraft camp that I've been on to this weekend with Staffordshire Bushcraft CIC, and I was chatting to a lad called Trevor Feral Stephens. He's on Facebook and YouTube. I'll tag him in this post. But we was doing a bit of firelighting with traditional flint and steel. So this is the steel and this is the flint. So after speaking to Trevor, I need to adjust my flint. So I need a more of a sharp edge with less white on it. So they're not going to be very good. Yesterday, he did chip a bit off, and this section here was a little bit better. What I'm going to try and do, using a hammer, I'm going to try and create some more shards with a sharp edge and get rid of this chalky outer layer. I'm also going to run the file over the edge to kind of smooth it off, so you get like a better strike on it. So obviously, if you don't know about these, this is the old type of flint and steel, or what the ferrocerium rods nowadays. So the ferrocerium rods burn at about 3,000 degrees. These burn at about 300 degrees. Sorry. And when you're striking, you're creating sparks like that. It's actually the metal that's coming off. So it's the metal shards hitting the flint. Brilliant little tip that he gave me was, obviously when you strike down like this, the sparks come up and you use a piece of char cloth on top. Now, I don't normally do that. I normally put char cloth in the tin and then strike down on it. But little tip that Steve gave me was, instead of striking the steel down on the flint to try and get the sparks down, do it the opposite way around. So, and as you can see, the sparks kind of go down then rather than up. So that was a nice little tip. But I'm going to try adjusting, making some more shards now with the the hammer and the vice, to see if I can get some bits to break off okay, and put that in the vice and get the file on it. So as I said, I'm just going to kind of run the file over at an angle, which is what he said to do, just to kind of neaten it up a touch, smooth it off. So yeah, that feels a bit better and a bit smoother. So I've got the flint, I've got the hammer. I'm going to try and pop in the vice and try and break some bits off to see if I can get some better pieces for the flint and steel. I want some nice sharp edges on it, so let's see how this goes. I think I might just put it on the back and just look at that. So hopefully that shard will be perfect. And they did used to make knives out of these years ago. And that is a really sharp edge. Let's see if I can get some more of it. So I've got some small pieces, not massive, but I'm still going to keep them. Straighten it at a different angle. So let's hit it this way. So, whoa, that's a bit nice, that one did. I do want to try and pick these up because they are razor sharp. Cats do come over here and stuff, so let's see if I can make this into a bit more of a sharp edge. So I've got some pieces there with some nice sharp edges. Let's give this one a smack, see if I can get it to crack. I am closing my eyes every time I do this because I don't want a piece of the eyeball. So yeah, I've got some nice sharp edges on that now. So hopefully, when I take it back to the bench now and try some sparks on it, hopefully I'll get some better sparks off these sharp edged pieces. So as you can see, got some nice sharp edges now. Okay, so I have got some of these really small pieces, which I think I'm going to invest in a nice small one. I do ones a lot smaller than this. Trevor suggested Beaver Craft Bushcraft store, so I'm going to have a look on their website, and they do really small ones. Or I might try and make some little like knives out of them or something, just like I don't know yet. But anyway, so I've got some. That is a really nice piece, that bit there. So I'm going to try, and that piece is nice there. I'm going to try and see if I can get some better sparks off it now. So oh yeah, so you can see how much the char cloth is caught. If I give it a quick blow, oh, which bit was it? So just adjusting the flint by the looks of it, it's made a whole world of difference. So it was so easy to light. So thanks to Trevor for that. Now I'm just going to let that go out over there. So it seems to be the sharper the edge, the better you get sparks off. And just adjusting the angle. See, getting sparks off that now. So the way a lot of people do this is they put the char cloth on top, just on the edge, and then get the sparks to come off on top. There you go. So thanks to Trevor for that little tip of the sharper edges. That worked 100% better that time. So them pieces are now going in my kit. And after that, as you can see, if you don't know what char cloth is, it's just cotton burnt in a tin in a fire in the coals, and it removes all the moisture out of it, and it glows, and you can add it to dry grass to create a fire. But I'm going to have to make some more now because I'm a little bit short. Next video coming up will be on this thing, which is a King Alfred's cake, or coal fungus, or the name here, the proper name for it. So I can never say the actual words, so I'm not going to bother. But yeah, this is a King Alfred's cake, coal fungus, and it acts the same. It's a natural version of the char cloth. Put a spark onto it, and it smoulders for a good while. They used to, back in the day, use it to transfer fire from place to place, so they didn't have to keep lighting fires. But yeah, so that was a little tip from Trevor, which greatly appreciated last night around the fire. So yeah, thank you.